Hi everyone, I've updated and I'm going to make you a new video on how to make these skull caps, and I'm going to go super slow so I hope you understand. Step one on the skull cap, I did serge the edge here all the way from one end all the way to the other end just to make sure that it wouldn't fray. Step two, I folded over my half inch casing and I inserted my 4-inch elastic. I locked it at this side and I locked it at this side. Okay. Next step, place your cap face side up. You're now going to take one corner and you're going to fold it over at this point. So I'm going to fold it over there and I'm going to pin it in place. I'm sorry, and my cat decided that it likes, now you've all been introduced to Alex and Alex wants to be in the video, so therefore he's in the video. I apologize. Top, corner, fold over top, onto the fabric. Alex is inspecting. Hey, Bubba, come on. Come on, get out of the camera. Come on. Perfect, so now these are just pinned in place and this is the back of my cap. Now I'm going to sew from the folded point and cover the elastic 1/2 inch. Now, go to the other side. You're going to do the exact same thing, starting at the folded edge. So down to the elastic, 1/2 inch. There you go. So here's what I did. 1/2 inch from the fold, stopped at the end of the elastic. 1/2 inch from the fold, stopped at the elastic. Now we need to construct the arms for the back of the cap. I think this is where a lot of people were getting trapped, so here we go. This is my strap. I'm going to fold it in half. Pin from the fold, pin in the middle, and over here I'm just going to take my arm of my strap and I'm just going to cover that elastic edge. When I look on the wrong side, you can now see that this is not stitched, but here's where we ended stitching. So you're going to start from the fold and you're going to stitch 1/2 inch all the way down and end where you ended the back. So now I'll pin again. There's my arm. I'm going to fold my arm in half. Okay, here's my elastic. You're going to put your elastic to the inside and that arm just covers the top of that elastic. Okay, there you go. I'm going to stitch 1/2 inch all the way along and stop here. sure your elastic is folded and it's laying nice and flat for you. So here's a view so you can see. This is your problem point. There's my machine. There's my elastic from the first stitch. I'm going to take my arm and cover that elastic. I'm going to stop right there. Now I'll give you a close-up view of what I did just so you understand. I stitch from here all the way down, and this is just covering the elastic. Now I'm going to do the other side. Again, here's your arm we're sewing. Here's where we ended the back. The elastic is flat underneath, right sides together. I'm going to stitch an end right there. So you'll see, there's my stitching, and I've ended. Clip your threads. So now I have my arms done. Now all I have to do is serge. So I'm going to start at the folded edge and go right through the arm. If you want to start at the arm and go right through the back, it's up to you. Do whatever you like. I'll actually do both ways, and I'll show you. So now I'm just serging off the excess. Here's that join with the elastic. I'm going to stick the elastic inside. That seam's flat. And now I'm going to serge just following this edge. You just disregard this piece here. Clip your thread. So this one I started at the edge of the arm and I went to the center back. And now I'll show you from center back down the arm. And you see this fold, you're just going to make sure that that's flat. Clip all your threads at this stage because more or less your sewing is now done. And then you flip this inside out. You're going to use your handheld point turner to get those arms out nice and tight, nice and flat, and get those corners out. Make sure you have no threads. And then all that's left to do is give it a final pressing, make sure there's no threads, but you'll see now in the back, I'll show you, there's your back seam, and that just covers the elastic. There's my arm. So now I'm just going to go to the iron. All you have to do is I gently press up 1.5 inches, just like a crease. You can actually even do it with your fingernail if you want, and that goes against their forehead. The nurses or doctors will adjust that for their head, and then you press this seam open and just press those seams flat, and it makes it really super nice and clean. I hope this video helps you, and I hope we make many skull caps for frontline workers. Thank you.